are working on Unit 4, Lesson 4, More Balanced Moves. 4.1, different equations. We've gone through 1 and 2. Equation A is the same as equation 1 because it was multiplied, both sides were multiplied by 2. Equation B is the same as equation 1 because they subtracted 2, or they added 2 negatives to both sides. What about equation C? Are they this? Is it the same as equation 1?
Yeah.
Yes? Somebody tell me why.
Because 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times negative 2x is negative 4x. And that's just the same thing. It ends up being like the same thing as equation 1.
What's another difference between equation 1 and equation C? What's something else they did?
Equation A is a lot more simplified.
It is a lot more simplified, yeah, because they did they undid the distributive property. It's called factoring out. Both of them were divisible by 2, so they took out the 2 and put the parentheses in. I'm seeing something else they did. They flipped the size of the equation. It doesn't really matter mathematically, but it does matter when you're looking at it. So you need to remember that they're the exact same thing if they just flip-flop. So that is the same. Is equation D the same as equation 1?
Yep.
Okay, what do they do to go from 1 to D?
Added x variables.
Add x to each side.
They added an x to each side?
No, they added the x's together.
They combined the x's?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think
Okay.
that'd be 8x on one side.
No, because you could subtract x from this side and then add it to that side.
Yeah, that's what.
Or
I don't know
when
what
I
A is
saw it,
adding
I
then.
saw it like they subtracted 1x from here, and negative 4x minus an x is negative 5x. So I saw it as adding a negative x to both sides, because if you add a negative x to that x, it's just balanced. And then if you add a negative x here, then it just becomes negative 5x. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. We're slowly like revving up to go to something more difficult. So like these kind of things that you're seeing this is good that you can see this happening. Luke? You have your hand up? Oh, because you went like this. You went.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm just.
Oh, you just go. Okay. Let's look at 4.2. Step by step by step by step. I can't read this. It says here is an equation, and then all the steps Claire wrote to solve it. What did she do from the first line to the second line?
Simplified. Took off 14.
Took off 2x from 14x.
If we're looking, yeah.
Yeah.
So why did she do that?
She subtracted. Yeah,
We got 14x and subtracting 2x. She combined like terms. So here she was 14x minus 2x, and she combined them, she got 12x. Okay? What's the next step she did? She go from 12x plus 3 to that with the
She put
parentheses.
it in distributive property.
Yeah. She divided out the 3. She divided all the numbers by 3 and then put it on the outside. Why did she do that?
So then she could take 3 from that side and the other side and cancel them out and then make it even more simplified than before.
Yeah, because she saw that on the right side, it already had a 3 with the parentheses, right? So she knew that if she could get the 3 outside of a parentheses on the left side, she could just divide it all by 3. Does that make sense? Okay. So from the step 1, this is how we're going to notate it, you guys. You might want to write this down. That is step 1. Step 1, she divided out a 3. Step 2, Step 1, she combined like terms. Step 2, she divided out the 3. And then step 3, she's divided both sides by 3. And she's left with 4x plus 1 and 5x plus 9. How did she go from 4x plus 1 to 1?
She subtracted 4x on both sides.
She subtracted 4x on both sides. And over here it's 5x minus 4x, so that's just 1x. And then what did she do to go from 1 equals x plus 9 to negative 8 plus x?
Subtracted 9.
She subtracted 9 from both sides. How do we feel about that, yeah? Did she make any mistakes?
Yes.
What did she make a mistake where? Oh. I want you to look at this one. I want you to work with a neighbor near you. Talk about what she did in each step. And she has x equals negative 8. But they did it differently. So I want you to talk to a neighbor about what steps she did. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Who are you going to work with? Okay. Marisol, who are you going to work with?
Oh, we're doing the work.
Okay.
Here, I'll work with you.
Lily, do you want to work with?
Sure. I'll work with Brayden.
You going to work with Brayden? Who are you going to work with?
So the same thing. She did everything up until.
Close now.
Sierra, who are you
Okay,
working with?
so
They did the same thing as Lynn.
Maggie, are you guys working together?
and then they changed it in the third one, so we can cross out the first two. So in the third one,
Is that
then
what Sam? Sorry to interrupt.
I don't know what
We're
they did. Oh yeah, they
on
did
the
the
second problem.
they split it. They split it.
Who are you
Yeah,
going to
they did
work
the other
with?
went down and then she.
And then what they did after
Ella,
that.
Ella,
is-
butt over here. Butt over here.
Is they used the 3 and the 27 and they minus it, but I don't know why they minus it. Because they're both positive.
I know, but you have to take away and plus now we have to subtract 3.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you have to take away these. Like up there.
And then they got that.
Is it divided by 4x? No. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. How did you get number 7?
Yeah, I don't get the second to last one. How does it get from here to here? Oh, this one? Up here? Yeah, it goes from 12 to negative 3. I don't know how it does that. Oh, it subtracts 15x. Subtract 15x. Yeah, because that'll get negative 3. Good. Now you know how. I think they divided by negative 3.
Oh my god.
And then all they do is just divide. Okay, we did it.
Dragon is trying to hide lightning flicker across the dark.
Nathan, how's that book you're reading?
I mean, I only read like, I only read like 10.
Some books are actually good though.
It's like you pick a book and then you never read it. Technically, all.
And this her lunch is fragile.
Oh, that's what
How do you say that? Ariam, how long will it take you to read one of those pages?
Oh, it's just fragile.
How can people read so fast? I can't even read.
How many pages do you read?
Disguised dragon place unseen. Secret table is silver.
Yay!
Steph had not been so self.
So this will take you an hour to read. That'll take you
No,
an
no,
hour.
no. I mean, the
That was Lily.
So if there's 3
But his
if
Steph
there's
has
3
not been
pages,
as stealthy as his dog. And his eyes black as obsidian. We're already tracking
and you
him.
times that by 4,
Do you know what's
it takes you an hour to read.
That was dumb. Okay. But we do miss you.
When I'm reading a book to the class, you need.
No one's behind you.
When
You're
you read a
fine.
book to the class, your reading skills just go down by
Why do I feel like there's gum on this
It goes down to like 2nd grade.
What do you want? Like, don't
And then when you read it in your head, it's like high school.
So we got negative 8. Good night.
I don't know. I'll verify that second.
Oh wait,
We mentioned.
she did everything right, but she didn't, like she did
Give it
instead of
to sign.
taking dividing, she actually stayed the same. So,
Well, I used to.
I just say she was
I'm cracking from that line. I always lie because I really can't.
You're on the right track.
you want to get away from me?
The enormous dragon on the mountain
Okay,
lies
so
have
you're right,
baleful
negative
stars.
Negative
A
3
gold
times
score?
negative 8 does equal 24.
Dude, that's so rare.
But that, she didn't know that at first.
What are you
So,
fucking?
he has
Their eyes
This is
black
mean.
watching.
to get
Is he gonna do it?
Silver wing for our
The racer on
behind her, 2 more dragons.
I had to.
I'll never read that. It took me like 20 minutes.
I feel like her videos are so long because she doesn't pause them at all. She keeps them going even though we're
Okay, did you guys see what the steps were?
Yeah, she instead of dividing it to like get 3, she stayed 12. 12.
How did she go from this one to this one?
How did I not get
Also says I like potato chips.
How did she go from this one to this one? What'd she do? What did she get rid of? She got rid of the 3. How did she get rid of the 3?
This is why Liz, I took this.
How long would it take for you to read War and Peace?
Subtracted it. As you see it, she subtracted it.
Because there's 27.
That is like a
So then what did she do to go to the next step?
3 times 5 is 15x. And 3 times 9 is 27. 15x is 27. And then next we add 12x to 15x. No.
Okay, you're on the right track. Then.
We add.
She got rid of that 15x, right?
Yeah.
So how did she get rid of it?
She subtracted.
added the right way?
No, Nathan, I know. Nathan, I want to
Subtracted
get
it
your goal.
with this.
Yeah. So she subtracted 15x on the right side, so it would go to 0. And then she subtracted 15x on this side, so it became negative 3. And then how did she go from negative 3x equals 24 to x equals negative 8?
Divided it by,
Okay, whatever. You subtract 3.
she divided 3 by,
So if it's multiplied,
What did she do?
I'm serious.
Divided both sides by negative 3. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Subtract
Okay, good.
3 and 27, and you're going to get 24.
Okay, let's get back to your
Going
goals.
with Leo.
50 points because it's like 100 points.
12.
No, it's like 20 questions long.
No.
Okay, I want you to do class.
Yes, yes, yes.
I want you to do the same thing. Flip the paper. I want you to do the same thing. Just talk it out. Find the differences. Talk it out. I'm gonna give you like 3 minutes. Not very much time.
You can't flip the page.
2.
She looked at me. Right. She was like, all right, come on. Step up here.
No, I'm with Jameson. Yeah, maybe not.
Come on, Redden. Do it. The first one.
You minus 2 for 14.
Then
he did the other side.
Subtracted the 14 and the 2, so she got, and then 12, right? So then
He did sacrifice to 7.
he subtracted 5x from both sides on my meh.
7, and then what he did is
He multiplied that by
3 times 9
yeah.
equals 27.
And then he subtracted 3
What are you doing?
from both sides. And then
He just did the.
no, he divided each side by 7.
Hey, Kaylin.
Do you still have Happy Birthday? Yeah, I
I know nothing. They're all.
And then why is it like he did? Are you talking about the fourth?
did. The last one.
Class.
Yes.
Let me read you the directions.
Or you just made it to a fraction.
Hey, you guys. Let me get your attention. How many of you just started working it out without reading the directions?
You have to find the mistake, I know.
Maya, May, and Noah have solved the equations, but some of their steps are wrong. Find the incorrect step in each solution and explain why it's incorrect. So this time, they're wrong. What did they do wrong? They both came up with the same answer there. That's interesting.
No, I didn't. 24 out of 27.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Wait, is there only one of them that's wrong, or are they both wrong?
They're both wrong. They're both wrong. It's the same equation as the other side. This is the same equation as the other side. So where's the mistakes?
Wait, it's the same equation?
Once you took out the
Well then,
Yeah, so she, yeah, subtracted 5x and 12x and got 7x, so that's.
okay, Brandon, look for the mistake.
Okay, I already found a mistake.
She got a mistake over
So
here.
I'm looking at pretty good. He's doing not bad.
Okay, so just write down that 7x equals 24.
He added those two, not bad. Not bad. He's doing not bad, bro.
Who the heck is it?
Dude, how is that?
Who is it? Don't open the freaking door.
You don't open the door.
Are we doing the first one or the second one? Wolf? Wolf. Fine.
Yeah, how did she get from 12 to 7?
Performing the whole.
Exactly, that's
Kind of sus.
Okay, well, you're smart. What's one thing that you can do? You go from 12x.
No, he minus from both sides.
I don't know how she hit from.
He subtracted 5.
Well, I think I got
Subtracted 5 from both sides. We got mid. We got some, we got minus.
12 minus
Yeah,
5.
minus.
So then it would be.
Get off the freaking floor. That's not my fault. Oh, so she yeah, it's always exactly. So she subtracted 5 from both sides. That's why she doesn't have a 5 anymore. So that's not wrong. That's what she is. And then I'm gonna look for Noah's. Okay, she's fine.
The other one's wrong.
No, it's not. They both have problems.
And then if it's 7x equals 24, and then it becomes a fraction, that's what happens. No. That's what she's in practice. 7x.
You're seriously suffering.
No, she has to minus 7 or subtract 7 from both sides, so the real answer would actually be 18. No, it would be like.
I will get Mrs. Cummings.
He got it right.
What?
14 or something.
Hurry up and work. What did I do? She's being a baby. She doesn't want. What did I do? It's not good.
Did you guys find the mistakes?
Yeah, actually, no. I can't find a mistake in this one.
Keep looking.
15
Maybe he didn't simplify the fraction.
She subtracted 5 from
What
both
if he was
sides.
supposed to
That's how she got
simplify
the
x over 13.5?
No, that's not.
So you
No. The answers are fine.
That's X.
Oh, plus you can simplify that. So the answer 6 over 6.
Okay, wait. She just. Oh, and then she subtracted 3 out of.
Okay, you guys, what did you do from the top to the second row?
He didn't simplify the fraction half. It's 12 over 13.5.
That drops down.
Okay.
And then that times that, and then that's that.
Okay, yeah.
So for this one, she combined like terms, right? What was her mistake here? Did Noah make the same mistake? Okay. So he's got 15x. How did they go from this one to that one?
27. Oh, yeah, these two together.
Yeah.
That's 15x.
Is that what he should have done?
Yeah, so easier than watching what I can't do it.
Sierra's right there.
He added it.
Good girl. You added it.
But are you supposed to add it?
I am working. Subtract it.
He was supposed to subtract it.
Both of these sides. So that's how she got. So that's how she got the. Yeah, because it's 5 and 4. Yeah, it's at the front of the thing, which you have to subtract it because it's a positive.
But she got rid of the 5. Was she supposed to be able to get rid of that 5 like that?
No.
No. Right, because she needed to multiply. She needed to multiply it, right? So she could have gotten rid of the 15x.
See, look, I'm smart. What did I tell you?
Did Noah make that same mistake?
I already found the mistake.
Oh, what's the mistake?
It was like somewhere around here. Yeah, whatever she said. Yeah, that's what I passed.
Okay. Okay, so 8th grade, let me get your attention. Go ahead and go back to your seat. Okay. Nurse home, Logan, Lucas, everyone. Where's Logan? Okay, so what was the mistake that Maya made?
The second one and the third one.
Yeah?
What is it called?
Yeah.
You're supposed
Stop
to.
talking. Not you.
Alright, well, you're supposed to subtract 7 from each side. So you subtract 7 from 7x and 7 from 24.
Okay.
to get x by itself, so it's x, it's not supposed to be a fraction, it's supposed to be a whole number of the answer, so it's x equals 17.
Well, when she did that step, it was okay. There's another there's a different mistake.
I didn't, don't look at me.
Sam, did you find it?
Partner effort.
I think so.
Okay, go ahead.
It's in the second line.
Yep.
And it's the 5x. You need to multiply it by 3.
Yep. She got rid of that 5x on both sides, but you can't get rid of the 5x first. You have to multiply the 3 first. So you can't just get rid of that 5x.
But it wasn't negative, so how?
No limits. Oh, wait.
What do you mean it wasn't negative?
Well, she didn't even multiply 3 times.
Right. She didn't multiply with 3 times anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Took the 5 away.
And subtracted it from both sides, but it was inside the parentheses. Okay, for Noah, what did Noah do wrong?
Oh, they didn't say
What did Noah do wrong? Lucas, what did Noah do wrong? You can do it. You got it.
Okay, so, see how it says 12x?
Yes.
And below it says 27x?
Yes.
Should not just say that.
Why not?
It just shouldn't.
Tell me more.
Oh, I already forgot what it is. He shouldn't have, added it, yeah.
For Noah, he didn't.
Yes, you're right, Lucas. He shouldn't have added. What should he have done?
You should have subtracted it, yeah. See, this is all my smartness.
Okay,
I told you that I have common
Lucas,
sense.
thank you. Jameson, why are you walking around? You're distracting me.
Hey, Tommy, name.
Lucas, please.
You, there's a Sharpie on my desk.
Questions about that?
That's gross.
What did he say?
He shouldn't have. He should have subtracted 15x, but he added it to both sides. Okay. So this next part, we're gonna have dry erase markers on your desk or on boards, but you're going to work with a partner and you're going to solve the equations for x. There are many different ways you can solve these. Okay, so you can work with a partner, dry erase. When you get one done and you find out what x is, so you want to combine terms, multiply, add, subtract, so that you have x by itself somewhere on one side, and then you find out what x is. Okay, so we're gonna do that for the next couple minutes. So let's move around to find a partner.